Hey y'all, it's the Calm Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite extra homegirl. And this one, guys, is going to be on one of my favorite people too, Mr. Anderson .Paak. And we're going to do Mariah because I love Mariah. Look, I fell out with Nicki Minaj in my mind when she didn't get along with Mariah Carey. Don't laugh, y'all. I love Mariah. Who else? I'm not like that about many, but that's me, baby. And then Jeannie Mai child and her bullshit. So this is a whole mess, and I want to get into it. So I thought it was interesting. First of all, welcome back for all of you guys that have been riding with me, and welcome to all of you guys who are new here. Okay, so I always get into a little bit of the astrology first, guys, for those that are new. So come on and ride with me and let's get into it, because I like to see what makes these people tick, right? So I was already typing up Anderson .Paak. And Anderson, he is, of course, Aquarius sun, okay? And let's see, what day is his birthday, though? Okay, so his birthday is February 8th, okay? He a mess, honey. So Anderson .Paak, February 8th. Aquarius sun, he's an Aquarius moon. He's a Mercury in Aquarius. He's a Venus in Aquarius. Let me tell you something. He a whole motherfucking mess, baby. It ain't no other way to describe this nigga right here, okay? A mess. And let me just say this. Just by his placements, before we even get into it, it's a mini stellium there, but Aquarius, baby, is for the group. It's in his 4th house of home. It's nothing but poly for him. Period. Threesomes, whatever y'all want to call it. That's what's going down in the 4th house, in the house of his home. That's how he communicate. That's how he get off. Okay. All of that. That's how all of the things. Moon is there. So the hidden behavior, I don't know, y'all. This might be agreements on some level. Because aren't they saying that he's married, quite not yet divorced? He was out with Mariah Carey, all smiles the other day. And then they said just a couple days after or a couple days before, he was out with Jeannie Mai. Let me say something. In this type of setup, this is everybody is going to understand that they going to play a part in the simulation somewhere, or they going to get in it. What you say, get down or lay down. It's either they going to get with the program or he going to keep it moving, and it's going to be somebody who going to fall in line in the program, okay? So let's just look at him real quick and see his Jupiter is there. He has everything there. And let me say this. He's very successful at home. And it says California is his place of home. And, of course, they are super talented and famous. I mean, him and Bruno Mars. And I love that. Smoking out the window. Don't y'all love it? Listen, I saw Bruno Mars in Vegas, and it was everything. Now, Bruno, you ain't let us bring our motherfucking phone, but I got mine in there, don't tell nobody. But I'm just saying, you ain't let us take our phone, telling us that you only was gonna be with us for an hour. That little low down Libra just could tell us anything, and we gonna buy it, right? I love him. We got to do him too, so I think I put him in the list too. Gotta do Bruno, because they said that he has a new residency, right? Which, I mean, he is just the shit. He the bomb. When I say it was no bad seat in that Dolby Theater that was in Vegas, and it was everything. And I'll never forget, Big Rico said, so that's the shit that nigga told y'all about the phones, for how much them goddamn tickets cost. We had a good time, though, for real. It was good. They have a great show. His Saturn is in Sagittarius, like I said. And I wanted to see where it was. Oh, in the 2nd house. So the way he creates, but his money house is universal. Ooh. But them shows and stuff and all that stuff, that fourth house, that digital, all of that, evolution, like ahead of the curve. Like that's why they so smooth in the sounds and stuff too. And let's see what his Capricorn house. Oh, it's in the third house. That's interesting. He creates there though. He creates. But he does it in such a fixed way. Also, it's still also in the, I'm sorry, that's why I'm pausing. It's still challenges there though in communication. Let me see what a partnership house is. And then we finna look at Mariah's chart and see. I don't know what his wife is though, but clearly it is because they're married, right? Physically married. His seventh house is in Taurus. So he has a favorite seventh house because it's ruled by Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Venus rules Libra, right? He got a lot of fixed placements, so they gonna have to get with his program. He ain't pretty much, his evolution and change gonna come through a period of time. Because he got Pluto right here in Scorpio, which is the magnet. Ooh, the way he show up, he just captivates you. Either way, he gonna get you. He gonna get you, baby. You a mess, Anderson .PAAK. That's all I gotta say. I like to see the chart so I can see. Let's pull up our beautiful girl. Hey, let's pull up the queen, Mimi. Let's Mariah Carey birth chart. That beautiful Aries sun, baby. Let's see what our girl got going on. Okay. So she has a moon in Cancer. Hey, I love her. I'm a Cancer rising. I should have known. And she a Cancer rising. I should have known. I'll be like, I'm going up for my girl, Mimi, baby. That's my girl. Yes. Okay. I love Mariah. She is a sun. Hey, y'all don't know. Honey got me. Hey, that was everything. She had on them Gucci stilettos on that shit too. Y'all don't remember? Take y'all down memory lane. Anything for butterflies, right? Love it. Heartbreaker, you got the best of. That's my girl. Sun in Aries. Yes, baby. Shows up as her beautiful, beautiful, beautiful self. Okay. And believe it or not, guys. Oh. I'm looking at her chart. Hold on. So in the 12th house, she's a Cancer moon. That's interesting. 9th house Aries, and baby, she's showing up and singing. She got a mini stellium there, and that energy look like her Venus is there. Okay, so that explains. I'm gonna say something. I'm just trying to see. She has Saturn there. She has Venus there. She has the sun there. Okay, her North Node is also there, and her Chiron, bingo, wounded here. Okay, let me see let me go back real quick. Okay, so Anderson .PAAK's Chiron is in Gemini, right? I didn't look. I meant to see it in the 8th house. Oh, that's why they so shit. I get it. It's polarized and communication coming through the 8th house like that. It's hidden. It's like people be like, I didn't know that was him singing with Bruno Mars. Oh yeah. So yeah, but and then when you do, you like, yes, right? It's like a vibe. It makes sense. It makes sense. I get it. I do. Okay. So one more thing I just needed to see about them. Let's see where her so her Venus is fiery. It's in Aries, which makes sense because she's a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon. And Anderson .PAAK's chart, his ninth house is in Cancer. So these two are a whole vibe. And they travel together too a lot, if I'm not mistaken, right? And this is what that ninth house, or they may, well, I don't know. I'm definitely here for it if these two do music. Not gonna hold y'all no longer. I just want to look at Jeannie Mai real quick, but this makes sense. And her Gemini, yeah, these two vibe really well, Mariah and him. And let me see what her Aquarius is. Oh, okay. See, they vibe because her ninth house is in Pisces. Wow. And see, it's some things about her that go deep, that are rooted. I'm going to say something with her and her energy with that eighth house Pisces. But the Aquarius is in the seventh house, which describes her choice of relationship. So let me say this: these two can make it. These two, I said it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Let's check out Jeannie Mai and look. Sixth house of work is a Capricorn, and her Saturn is in Aries. So her challenges lie, but these two work. And let me just say, her Venus being in Aries. Ooh, this is like a Bobby and Whitney type of vibe, ain't it? Interesting. Okay, I'm talking about the fiery with the aqua, right? Let's look up Jeannie Mai real quick, y'all. I just need to see, cause this is making sense how it's, and she's something else. She should have learned her lesson. But you know what, Jeannie Mai, that's why that happened to her like that with Jeezy. She didn't know what she was fucking with, baby. She did not know who she was fucking with when she got with Jeezy. When I say I was so tickled the whole time watching that shit play out, I was like, baby, she got a real nigga, baby. She has no motherfucking idea. She think that shit gonna work. That shit is not gonna work. She must didn't do her homework before she met him, baby. Because she ain't listened to none of the Jeezy music. Because he tell you on the song, girl, bitch, get your mind right. Jeezy talk to him. That's what he say. I can't make it up. I don't know why she ain't listening. That nigga's a real nigga. And listen, he was going to give it to her. And he did. He did. I ain't expect nothing less. Let me see. What's up with her? Because she a Capricorn sun. That little girl so cute and so smart. It makes absolutely no sense. Now that you got right, Jean. She is born on, she a low down 104. Right at the top, child. Girl, you listen, people don't have the same family traditions and all that shit she had going on. Moon in Virgo. Okay, what was Anderson Paak? His was all in one. It was all in the fucking stellium. This a fling. And I ain't even tapped the chart, I don't think. No, that's the current transits. Let me see. Let's hurry up, y'all. I want to get into the messages. So she has a moon in Aries. Okay. So he is attracted to that fiery energy. And that's her energy coming off the top of that Capricorn. That's really where her conflict lies, within her own self, honestly. Because that's a lot to have, a moon in Aries and a sun in Capricorn. Now her Mercury is in Sag. Her Venus is in Scorpio. So deep pleasure. Mars is in Capricorn, where she take action. So let me look at his chart. It looked like they can communicate well because his third house is in Capricorn. So that's why he fooled with her. She a vibe. His first house in Scorpio, so let me look at her. Her Chiron is in Taurus. The bull. Where's that on her wheel? Oh, okay. Partnerships house. Okay. So her Ceres and Aquarius, her Juno, and her Vesta. Now her Lilith is in Cancer. Her fortune is in Libra. So her fortune is within relationships. What is Saturn at? Well, I guess you could say that. She was blessed with her daughter. That's a fact. She didn't have a child. Her rising is in Cancer. And her midheaven in Pisces. So she here to create. And Mars. Okay, her Jupiter is in Leo. Okay. So her Jupiter is through what she creates then, her Jupiter. And her Uranus and her Saturn is in Virgo. Now let's see what Virgo is in her work house. It's in the 5th house. That's interesting. Let me see. No. And I just want to, we can move on. Let's get on into the messages, guys. So she's a sun in the 7th house. Jeannie, she gonna have to go through some things to get to where she headed through the partnership house, right? And I see the ways that they can relate to one another, her and him. But with 8th house Aquarius, it's mostly through sexual connection. Him and Mariah got an overall more. That's why you probably seen him more out with her. But who's to say? We got to get into the message and see what's up. Let's get into it. All right, so family. So this, I ain't gonna lie, this one was a lot of fun because I really didn't even know what I was looking for and asking about. And when I tell you, I just went back to get clips and I'm so tickled. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put the Tasha K one up, but I'm gonna see because of the music. I'm not sure. We'll see. But definitely gonna add Tisa Tales up there and Shay Shay, but up there. But I'm gonna just say something. It's funny. I did the reading, so y'all, we can go ahead and get into it. But what I will say is that I love Anderson .Paak, and it just comes off that he is just a whole lot of fun, guys. Like a whole, he is really an Aquarius. That's why I'm really so tickled. And then his energy gives that vibe, like why I keep kind of laughing and stuff. He has that kind of energy and vibe, but it's a vibe. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think that he really, really, him and Mariah? What you think? Because the energy still goes back to him and his current wife. If they're not already, I don't know all the story on that. Y'all may know better than I do. And then, what do y'all think about him and Jeannie Mai? Look like they just having a nice hot time. But who's to say? We get into it. Let's get into the messages. Tell me what y'all think about this. But this definitely was a lot of fun.
It's packing. So Anderson .Paak is packing. He in the meat pack district packing. I'm a little shocked how he's doing this packing because I've never seen Mariah Carey ever sell herself short. According to the docs and sources close to her, Mariah not having no type of intimate relations with no man unless you married to him. But all I'm gonna say is maybe that's the reason why he took Jeannie Mai out on a date and was caught out kissing so early on. Remember that video of them kissing in the restaurant? That was Jeannie Mai. Looks like a first date. I don't know. We thought that him and Mariah Carey had separated, but apparently not. They was out together, back together. Look at them, hand in hand. Before Jeannie Mai, he was with Mariah. Then, while he was with Mariah, he was with the soon-to-be ex-wife. Are they even divorced yet? No, they're not divorced because they still going through it. You know what I'm saying? There's some child support issues going on. All I know is he better not be behind because they revoking passports. If you owe more than $2,500, you know what I'm saying, on child support, you ain't gonna be able to travel nowhere. Do you think Jeannie Mai was just like a one-night stand? Because Mariah, they say she ain't giving it up unless you marry her. What y'all think, winos? You think she ill sauce on the side?
Was running around with Mariah Carey, he was still a married man.
Last week, the producer's estranged wife, Jay Lynn, requested spousal support and primary custody of their 2 children. This comes weeks after Anderson was spotted on a date with Jeannie Mai. The whole time Anderson .Paak was running around with Mariah Carey, he was still a married.
Let's go with Jeannie Mai. Listen, if you guys don't know, remember when Jeannie Mai got exposed for dating a married man? Now, hold on, right? Was he, I know what you're asking, was he married or was he married? And if you are asking that, it looks like you have just been infected with the bird flu too. He was legally married. He had a wife. They said they were going to divorce. They got back together. He started, we're talking about Anderson .Paak, by the way. Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars. He got back together with, he started dating Mariah Carey. He reconciled with his wife, or maybe not, but the wife said, okay, if you date Mariah Carey, whatever, right? It's legacy, baby, get that money. But then he showed up with Jeannie Mai. Now, Anderson .Paak's first wife is Asian. Now, here's the thing. She's the one that held him down when he was broke and when people was looking at like Silk Sonic, like they were crackheads. She actually supported him. So now she's getting the payoff. But she was like, wait a second. You dating Mariah, maybe, but when he dated another Asian, she said, oh no ma'am, and she ran to the court. Jeannie didn't care. She was having the time of her life. She was doing a good thing. There was all these pictures of them having date night. And I read Anderson .Paak's story and I said, he seems like drama. Well, baby, it seems like it is. It seems like whether Jeannie wants to or not, she is involved in a love triangle or a quadrangle, hexagon. Who knows what the way Anderson .Paak is moving. One thing we do know is him and Mariah Carey were spotted out on a date night. There are pictures and video all up and down TMZ. So TMZ wrote, Mariah Carey and Anderson .Paak hold hands on date night months after his Jeannie Mai hangouts. So it went from saying that him and Jeannie Mai were were building a relationship to now he calling them months after a hangout. Now listen. When I heard Jeannie Mai was dating Anderson .Paak, I said, no. And it looks like the universe did too. Why? Because Anderson .Paak seems like he has a lot of drama. If you read his story, he has a lot of drama in the background. And I'm like, unless he put in a lot of effort to heal, I doubt he's over this. Jeannie Mai just got out of a relationship with someone. I don't know if Jeezy is a narcissist, but he definitely got narcissist tendencies, right? And he literally played in her face and then left her a single mom. But the joke's on him because Jeannie loves being a mom. And this is after she said she never wanted to have kids. Anyway, I was like, why Anderson .Paak after Jeezy? You moving in the wrong direction. Listen, it don't matter whether they black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Asian. There's something broken. Like move to men that have healed, men that are grown, not a man that is back and forth with his wife and he date Mariah Carey. Anyway, when Jeannie popped up with Anderson .Paak a couple of months back, I think it was even news to Mariah Carey that they were dating. But never one to shy away from the headlines. Anderson .Paak seems like he has sweet talked himself back into Mariah. You know what my whole thing is? Does Jeannie and Mariah, do you think they're really into Anderson .Paak, or do you think he has other things, like he doesn't realize it, but he's the boy toy? Or do you think Anderson .Paak is trying to secure some type of music with Mariah, and he's like, yeah, let me date her too? And Jeannie, I don't know, but listen to what TMZ said. They said, this is the way they started off. They belong together. And they said, and it sure looked that way for Anderson .Paak.
Because you broke the internet. Because you was holding Mariah's hand, kissing on the cheek in a music video. Man, you know how people are. They take everything. Music, it doesn't matter. People gonna take everything serious.
That really break the internet.
Yeah, it did.
They didn't believe I was dating. They didn't know.
Yeah, they did. They believed it.
Yeah.
They're like, man, Anderson .Paak, she done left her boy, old thing, and she with Anderson .Paak. I'm like, really?
That was fun, man. Mariah's about the music, and that was incredible to be able to work with her and to like spend that much time on the album and do the video. She let me direct that as well, and now I know about the finer things in life, like caviar and Cayman's wine.
Hello, you broke the
things in life, like caviar and Cayman's wine. Now I know about the finer things in life, like caviar and Cayman's wine. Good shows like what's it called, Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
I'm a dog lover now.
Did Nick hit you up? Like, what's up, bro?
Nick hit me up, but he wanted tickets to a show.
Oh, okay.
He needed tickets to the fire, not Fire Fest, but I call it, what was that fest they had for the poor people that lost their homes
oh yeah, up in
we threw a thing.
Yeah.
And Nick was and the kids, they wanted to go, and he hit me up, man, hook me up with something. I got you, Nick. And but he was great.
That's Coach Shannon.
Hey, so family. All right. so these are Innocent PAAK, Mariah Carey, and Jeannie Mai's cards. I already blessed the cards, guys, so let's start with Anderson .Paak since he is the main. Look, the main character is driving this whole situation, right? So let's get on down to business. Let's see what his current energy is. I want to know because from my understanding, they're saying he's still married. So let's start there. Of course, really quickly, and let's get right on into Mariah, and then we'll ask about Jeannie, okay? So here we go. Right here. I mean, ooh, there's something about them. Y'all see that? Because I'm starting with her when really it's with him, right? So let me just stick to it, but that's interesting. So let's go. Let's see. And then we're going to get, then I want to ask about Mariah, right? And I'm going to start with, matter of fact, let's start with these. For some reason, the T cards over there, so it's like we got to lead with them. They got mugs on them too, so we're going to go with them first. But let's start with the Astro cards, y'all. I just want to get some current energy around this whole relationship thing, period, in general. Just the current energy with Anderson and his relationships. Jeannie Mai. This is such an interesting situation, especially with, you know, him popping out with one and then not even a week, I think, or days apart, the other. So I was like, ooh, let's see what's up. What is that energy around his trouble, or whatever you want to say, though? Because it's like he's still married. I'm not sure. But it looks like this is it for this. So let's just any other messages for Anderson .Paak? That's all there. Okay. Ooh, y'all. Sometimes the message. One thing about it, the message is gonna message. You hear me? Can't make it up. So y'all saw the first card that popped out, which is opposition, okay? But up or under opposition, opposition is all about bringing balance, right? It's relates energy. Opposition is about mirrors, interactions, confronts things, makes you conscious, manifests things. It disciplines, conflicts with, tests are here. It objectifies and it calls out things, okay? We got ninth house energy. That's foreign travel, foreign women, all right? Foreign preference. Higher education, customs, faith, belief, pilgrimages, spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking, okay? And then you got the moon. And guess what's on the moon? Feelings. But let me pull y'all in on this one though, because this gonna knock y'all socks off. We say, where you going with this one, Erica? We getting there. Moon equals feelings. When I tell you it's that one, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get a napkin. I don't know where it came from. Maybe follow echo. But baby, you got to go. You hear me? I did not play that. Let me get a little alcohol. Sorry about that, y'all. Whew. That's gonna get on my nerves, right? Let's wipe that up. Sorry about that. So let's talk about it right quick and keep going. Alcohol on my hand. Okay. So look, moon, feelings, instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother, right? So we got feelings here. We got adventure, travel, and I said something about ninth house placement with Mariah Anderson PAAK, right? But this also represents his taste and preference in women, in my opinion. Remember, everything out here legend, in my opinion, anyway, right? But check this out, y'all. Look at the focal point. Intimacy. Baby, they listen, I didn't expect nothing less. You hear me, y'all? Eighth house energy. It is going down, and these people are having a time, okay? There is some opposition in here, but it's also some balance in it. Ain't that interesting? Before we even start with the traditional tarot, and eighth house is about investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital. Y'all hear that? Secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking in the underworld. But let me just say something. Can I say something? Intimacy and feelings, seeking and bringing balance. And I love this deck. So let's get into the traditional tarot and see what the current energy is. And we're going to take it from there. Because we got to pull the messy T cards, baby. So let's start with him. This is good, guys. Energy. His current wife. Around him and his current wife. We want to see. Let's get a quick one. We can do 1 to 3, 1 to 6. Let's just see. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Sideways. Wasn't that interesting, y'all? Okay. You got some stuff to say. They got some things going on. Like Mrs. Jones, right? Let's see. I hope y'all doing good today on this Memorial Day. I'm trying to get this one out to y'all hopefully before 5 or 6, because we are actually, I'm grilling where I'm supposed to be. My mama up there, I'm so grateful, y'all. She is actually marinating. You know it's going to be good. I mean, I always do, but it's a thing when she decides that she wants to. So I got to get up there and help her in a minute. Let me see. So let me say something and let me unpack. I kind of want to stay where we at right now. I was going to ask for extra, but look at the focal point card. And that's coming in on a 3 out the gate. That's why I said maybe I need to take a pause. That's why they fell the way they fell, right? So automatically, remember the first card was opposition, bringing balance. And this is wands. Remember we talking about, wands is all about passion and fire. And this is a 3-way street. You hear me? Before we even get the ball going, right? It's a 3-way street. And it could be in reverse because it could be unconventional. We just got to get into it because it's interesting, y'all. We asking about the current wife. The card comes out sideways. Y'all see exactly how it came out. 10 of Cups, family, home. His relationship is sideways. This nigga got 1 foot in, he 1 foot out. Because he can't do what? Keep his what in his pants. Anderson .Paak, let me find out. And look, he is a charmer. He is just like that song, baby. Smoking out the window. Listen, I love him. But this is what gets him in trouble, honey. He got it all going on. Y'all see that? This man is something else. I see you Aquarius, you. Bringing this opposition. Having breakdowns. Because you out here doing your thing. You hear me? But you know what? This also represents that he do his thing, but he do love his wife, Rob. Okay. Four of wands is here. It's in the upright. You know, he the king of wands in reverse. I mean, hey, it's just what it is. And by him having these different desires and situations going on and how he move around, it brings a little stress and opposition to the house because it's in the messages, right? But overall, the Two of Cups is here. So this is somebody who he got love for. We asking about the current wife, right? But at some point, because this is current energy and current past, we are seeing them. So it's a new cycle with this. Because the Page of Cups is here. And clearly that's the facts. I mean, we see that. That's what's happening in real time, right? I'm sorry, y'all. Look, happening in real time due to, look, we're hearing the news, him and Mariah, him and Jeannie Mai. So this is him doing other things, okay? To some extent, it could be an understanding based on even the messages with him and this woman. But also, it's to an extent where maybe if it is with this 3 being the focal point, and since it's down, not up, and we asking about a relationship, current marriage, whichever way we want to look at it, even with it being sideways, right? Because the 10 of Cups is, remember when I say, when I see love readings, this is what I want to see on the table. So this could be agreement for you to do things, but maybe it's a situation where I don't know rules like that. And let me tell you something, I'm not into never judging. So y'all chime in the comments, because some people are a part of, a life. What's the word they use? Poly type of lifestyle vibe, right? It's in his energy anyway. It's in his birth. Aquarius sun. Remember, Aquarius is about the group. And do not take me out, Aquas, because I love y'all. Y'all my people. I love y'all. I'm Aquarius moon. But what I'm saying is, y'all like threes and three-ways and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, long story short, even if it is an agreement and it's something that she agrees to, it's like it's a situation where this man got a cup of love for somebody. So, like I said, I don't know the rules when it's in a situation like this, right? Whether you cheating on me or, it's obviously some type of boundaries because opposition was there. Also, balance was there. So it's an agreement to an extent, but now it's like you got feelings or you damn near in another relationship because of these messages right here, and we seeing it play out, right? So that's real interesting. I can't wait till we get to the messy card. So this is the current wife energy. Let's ask about Mariah Carey. We really clearly see what's going on. So please give me clear, precise, and the energy around this relationship. What's this relationship? This one is the page. Sorry, it's the page. Relationship, real situationship. What's going on with them? Energy around. And it's, thank you, Spirit. I'll just let it fall where it may. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. This is coming out too, so I'm gonna sit that up there. Then not quite fall out, but it's the way it hit. Thank you, Spirit. So, ooh. All right. Ooh, okay. Thank you. Down. Okay. Now let's see what's going on. Okay. Like it's got a lot to say, and it's interesting even with the first card that popped out, and they speaking. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, and it's interesting. This is their messages, baby, okay? So let me say something. Hold on. Before I even unpack, right? And let me make sure I'm turning the cards right. Look at the focal point. He do what he want to do, baby. I'm not laughing, but it's to the point of being out of damn control. You hear me? So that's why them cycles in that Page of Cups. So more news about this situation, like him and Jeannie Mai. You saw it threes. Mariah Carey, all that, like all those type of things is gonna start to pop out, right? And it's interesting that these cards were already falling out face down. Okay? So let me put this right here. Move it up there. I got these decks. I don't want it to fall over and tip over. But I want to read the messages. Okay, that's the edge. Yeah, that was extra. Oh, I see. Okay. He got some situations going on, which we saw that anyway with the Astro card showing up. Okay, so let's talk about it. The first things first, and I love to see it, but baby, they gonna get some money together, okay? So we can probably look forward to, if they haven't already had some type of music together, but even if it's a situation where it's something that they don't perform together, maybe it's a situation where they create in opportunities, meaning he may write or vice versa. I don't know, but it's finances is one thing, right? They can create together. Also, he like her. Let's be clear. All right. It's like she has a certain amount. The energy with Mariah Carey, she brings a certain level of security, right? Like it's a really secure vibe with her. He like her. It's funny because when you see the Five of Pentacles, right? Five of Pentacles is, clearly like loss and stuff like that. But Five of Pentacles also represents mistress or mistresses. You get what I'm saying? Or side situations, okay? Remember, we started off with wife energy. This Mariah Carey energy. Not saying that she's a side, but she may be the reason where it's somewhat of a breakdown in the first cards in the marriage with the wife. Meaning the wife could maybe agree to an extent, with bringing people in the bedroom. And the reason why I'm going with that is because the Hierophant is here and it's in reverse. And that's what Hierophant is all about. When you see the Hierophant is marriage, the institution, right? Period. Powers that be, whatever you want to look at it. But when you see it in reverse, that's unconventional. That's going against the grain and also represents divorce, right? Unconventional relationships, like I'm saying. Listen, this man right here is something else because, baby, that Knight of Cups be... Look at how he is so smooth, y'all. Look at you. Mr. PAAK, you got to cut it, baby. You hear me? He got a thing going on. He got a Jones in his bones for Miss Mariah, honey. It's a vibe for them, okay? It really is. The Nine of Pentacles is here. He thinks she is beautiful. Like I said, it's a vibe, okay? At some point, maybe they can end. The World card is here. And it's in reverse. But that's not what I'm getting with that. Not with these cards that's around it. I feel like with the World card right here, it brings, because it's up under the Hierophant, disappointment to that woman. See, this the thing. He got a thing for Mariah Carey. Look at the cards. Look at that, y'all. Because we in her energy now. Y'all see that? He fooled with her. And I'm going to back it up even further. Look at the extra card that came out. They have a nice time, don't they? Baby, they work, don't they? Ace of Wands. You can do what you may. But you know what that represents. And he got the Knight of Cups, baby. He all about her. You hear me? And they work well together. Look at the work card. This is a nice little vibe for them. It really is. They have a breakdown at some point, though. It's in the messages. Also, you know, she doesn't. Maybe Mariah can. Hey, she is a diva. Okay, so it's definitely in the messages, right? But it's more about. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. All right, y'all. I had to take that phone call, and I took that, and I had to give me a little shot. So let's get back to my good people. So, Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, right? And it's interesting because this energy with Anderson .Paak and Mariah Carey it's a vibe, y'all. Even with the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, it's the energy of, you know, he attracted to her for her freedom, like her energy and her truth, right? Because it's in the messages. And you got to understand, for him, that's a turn on. Remember, he is the King of Swords. He's air energy. He's Aquarius sun, right? But it's an energy where it ain't all the way out in the open. Remember, we did see opposition and balance, right? And at the end of the day, this connection with him and her is a problem. Here go the Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. So the ladies are jealous of Mariah, as they should be, baby. You hear me? And I'm going to say something too. As Mariah is a beautiful Aries sun lady, the Emperor card represents Aries energy. Yes, it's a male. Yes, it's a father. But the spirit is giving me more energy in regards to this messages that for him, like, meaning we know her to be the diva. You know what I'm saying? Like, she very dominant, very strong. You know, we hear all the things about the queen, right? So at the end of the day, she's softer with him. She turns that masculine form of energy down, right? That's what this says to me. This is a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you. And that's why y'all saw him right back out with her. You hear me? Let's see what's up with the energy around him and Jeannie Mai. Let's see what's up with that. Because honey is what she would say, right? Ain't that her shit? Honey. I'm gonna just kind of shake the energy and switch it since we went all the way to her. Okay? Just give them a quick shuffle. That's something. I wanted to see that energy too, you know? It's interesting. But what we do know that we can really confirm about Anderson .Paak, baby, he is a lover, baby. You hear me? That man is a piece of work. Let's see. How you feel about it? Let's see what's up with her. All right, Miss Jeannie Mai. What's the energy? Let's see the energy around her and Anderson .Paak. How you feel about her? What's up with this connection? Cause baby, we want to know. Cause like, we pop right out with her too, right? see what's up. Spirit guys, please let me current energy around. Jeannie Mai, Jeannie Mai, Jeannie Mai. I'm gonna just let that go to the side, right? Because of the way it popped out. Thank you, Spirit. That's some messages too. Energy around these two. I'm feeling whole day. What's the deal? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, Anderson Pay. Ooh, okay. That's it right there. Let's take this. Sit that there in the same position. And let's unpack. I'm gonna say something. Let's get into it. Child. It's kind of the same cards, but just mixed. It's a lot of interesting energy with this. I think because it's a situation of it being already a three-way situation, right? And the High Priestess came out sideways. And remember, that was the first one that kind of popped out, if y'all can see it. Y'all see that? So this was like a situation that was hidden that just kind of popped out of nowhere. Like where y'all saw him like, oh, he was with Mariah Carey. Oh, now he popped out with Jeannie Mai, right? It's an energy, like I said, with them of, he like her intellect. You know, it's attraction there in that regard. But with his intentions, like in the position that he's showing up as, it's like, I'm here to have a good time, but I ain't here to be around for a long time, you know? He like her energy. It's in the messages, right? But Jeannie, she up against a lot, okay? He already got other contracts and situations going on, meaning I'm not really familiar. Like I said, I pulled the wife because they said that he was either currently married. I don't know all the situation with him, but the energy is showing up here. You know, she's optimistic about him for sure, right? But when it comes to him, his messages are a matter of fact. You know, King of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? He thinks she's beautiful, though. He thinks she's very intellectual. He enjoys, you know, Ten of Cups energy. He respects, you know, how she takes care of her child, her family life, right? It's definitely a major, it's an attraction here. But it's still the energy around with Justice in reverse. It's like I'm around. Anderson .Paak enjoying himself. And when it comes to Jeannie Mai, that's exactly what he doing. And we're going to hear more news. Look, the Page of Swords in reverse. With the Knight of Wands in the upright. I ain't really got to say no more. You know. He having a nice time. And that's just the bottom line. He having a nice time with her. Okay? His energy's connected more with Mariah Carey. Attracted to her. And maybe this is the energy too around new. But It's like a fling. It's like how Cardi B should have had a nice time and got the hell on out the situation. That's the energy, right? Let's switch decks now. Let's go on to the energy. Dang, that's crazy. I wanted to know too. Let's see the energy of what's to come. Okay. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. Let's get the energy. Go ahead before we get into the messy cards. I just want to see. 1 and 3 still energy around. What's the come? What's the outcome of this? Right. And it's PAAK. More news gonna be coming out. And it's like we all thinking like, what is happening? What is happening with them? Right? Eventually, even based on the energy of these cards, right? You know, we gonna hear news of them maybe having some form of conflict. And eventually, I hate to say it, but they'll have maybe a form of a break in the future, right? It's in the messages. And maybe this is also an energy too that speaks to I'm gonna say something, especially with that 5 of Swords, right? And it's sideways. It's more of an energy to me of I wouldn't say endings. I mean, they definitely have some form of conflict, but it's the energy of they have good communication, right? So even with a breakdown in place for Anderson .Paak and Mariah Carey, they can maybe go through a pause, right? At some point they will. It just seems like, but they vibe though. It's a vibe. And you know, with the cards that we did see, it's a possibility, you know, some success can come out of them working together, projects wise, music, whatever they do, musically, creatively, it's definitely a success. But the focal point, Page of Swords, energy. So energy around maybe them having some form of a break, right? But he definitely has a vibe with her. Let's see what's the energy. And there was just the energy ahead, right? Because he has conflicts, y'all. He got other stuff going on. I mean, y'all can see what's going on. We see what's going on. And everybody ain't all on one accord. Let's just put it like that. You know, when you have these type of situations, everybody got to be on one accord, right? At least that's what, from what I'm, you know, the way I've observed or seen or heard, just do the whatever. Let's see how he feels about what's the outcome with him and Jeannie Mai. What's the come with that? How does he? We know how he feels about her. He definitely attracted her, but what's the outcome? Like, what's up with this connection? It's a vibe. He had definitely attracted her. Listen, all these side chick cards keep coming out, man. I cannot make this shit up if I wanted to. You hear me? Jeannie Mai, damn. That is crazy. I'm gonna take it because look how I just went right in position. I'm gonna just let that be. Ooh, let me just say something. Can I say something? Let's turn messages on. I'm gonna say something. I just wanted to get the last code. Jeannie Mai, you gonna keep going through the same patterns and same breakdowns. She got the 9 of Swords too in a position of always being stressed out on some level when it comes to a relationship. The first card coming in, 5 of Coins, side chick energy, mistress energy. Same for Mariah. So something about Anderson .Paak is not all the way clear because the same energy is coming up in 5 of Coins. Everybody know? That even do tarot, that's side chick energy, that's mistress energy. And they just got a nice vibe, a fling. It's real strong, it's real hot. It's something that happened quickly when they linked up and met. And it ain't her norm. But then, was Jeezy her norm? No. So it's in the messages, right? It's the same thing. Anderson .Paak is a damn handful. That's all I got to say. You hear me? And Jeannie got to work on... It seems like she should have learned her lesson with Jeezy, right? But she got the same cards on the table. She's not going to be able to keep taking the same energy into every single relationship that she has, right? Because this is just... he's just having a good time. You know? He like that she's intellectually smart. You know, he air and air energy, right? But at the same time, he feel like she's shallow, and it's all good. You see the devil energy here, the sexual energy and connection. You know, but with the death card, eventually this runs its course. King of Wands, he in with. One thing about Anderson .Paak, on the table, he is a lover, and that's a fact, okay? This motherfucker got cups and wands. This is a real lover boy. You hear me? I'm so tickled. You know, a lot of times when we put these cards, we don't know. This is hilarious. Let's get on down to the messy cards and let's see what's up with this throuple and debacle, right? Because this is a trip. But you got to remember, everybody have their way of dealing with relationships, you know? For some people, that type of lifestyle works. You know, one thing about him, he just not being all the way honest, right? All the way honest about his situation and with these women. Because they coming in with 5 of Pentacles energy, which means there's something about your main situation you haven't all the way completely, because the cards kept showing side, mistress, right? Around. Where's the energy spirit? I'll get a few more messages and let's see what y'all got. Listen, it's crazy. So he is in some form of a union. And remember how that Hierophant was on the table? I don't know all his energy, you know, but something said that he was married in the past. I don't know what the situation is, but this is a situation where, remember I said they may have had some form of an agreement, him and the main, meaning wife. I don't know if they still married or not, but the bottom line is in the messages with wedding day and consequences, okay? No more running. The karma's catching up and someone's being held accountable. And remember, they both kept coming up with that 5 of Pentacles, which to the wife would be, you cheated on me, right? Okay? See what comes out. Secret affair. You know what, y'all? These cards are a mess. Do y'all see this? I cannot make it up. I said he not being truthful. There go the messages. Look. Secret affair. They thought they could hide it, but whispers are growing louder. Affairs rarely stay hidden forever. And it's the energy where live and learn. Mistakes were made, but matters is what being done differently now. That's what matters. Pulling strings. It's not what you know, it's who you can control. Y'all hear that? I'm gonna read that again. Pulling strings is not what you know, it's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. Y'all hear that? Staying ahead. This is a mess. Let's get these T cards and see what's going on. Oh, y'all. Look. Energy around here. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Energy around. Salty, baby. Somebody's salty about this shit. Look at how they got their middle finger up. You see that, y'all? Feeling wrong, bitter, and dramatic. So jealousy is present, and it's in the mix. Didn't I say that man will love a man? I can't make the messages up. I'm just so tickled. Y'all see that? Mind games, manipulation, gaslighting, and scare tactics. Child, Anderson Pat is over there gaslighting and playing the games, honey. Listen, I said side chick vibes. You got rebound on the table. Flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions. Somebody is hung up on the D. Do y'all see that? Hung up, baby. Fixated, obsessive, attachment, and focusing in. You got flexing, showing off prideful, conceited, flashy, and boastful energy. Body shaming, low self-worth, negative body image, and feeling judged. One of the energies around the women around him can have an energy in that. That's interesting. Because, you know, Hollywood is all about image, right? He on blast because he was out with Jeannie Mai, out with Mariah, out in personal info, being called out, public humiliation, make-believe, illusions. Y'all saw that Night of Cups, gaslighting, playing games, fantasy, feeding into the illusions and disappointment. Fuck up is here, guys. Self-limiting, feeling inadequate, fearing failure. And let me just tell you, I said it's a passion and a vibe and a thing. Fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up, okay? So let's get a few energy around the yin and the yang. Energy around. Energy, spirit. Vanity and Fair wanted to pop out when I'm saying their name. I thought that was interesting. Y'all saw that? Fake and beliefs. Some illusions. We keep getting the messages of what's real and what's not. Forming structure, solid foundation, okay? You got deception and temptation. It's in the building. Y'all see that? You got third eye and clarity. Somebody need to use it and tap in. You got air, energy, ace, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we know that Anderson Paak is an Aquarius. Yeah. Present, abundant, and gratitude, okay? And also, look, twin flames popped out. It's the energy of Mariah Carey and Anderson Paak. I'm going to hold it up there. Because that's the vibes that it's giving in the energy. You know? Let's get, let's flip this one. It's powerful. Before we go, I want to see what lies beneath. See what come out with that. Did y'all see how the threes came in kicking? The numbers of threes, right? Okay, that's the message. Okay. Recording. Remember I said they work together very well, but this is also about announcing, expressing, and revealing truths. Remember that Page of Swords is out. More truths, more things are going to come out in regards to this. I don't know how to throuple is how to maybe describe it. But listen, somebody is getting played. It's on the table. Manipulation, lies, and control, okay? And it's toxic energy. Y'all see that? Look, I ain't even gonna make this up. Look at that, what they say. Keeping you a secret. Y'all see that? Keeping you a secret, okay? And red lipstick stains. You know what? This man is a mess. You hear me? Any extra messages here on what lies beneath with anything. Oh, God. Crazy son, right. And Jeannie Mai. Let's get one more. He's gonna hit for her. Child. Tired of the drama. Remember I said it's like an energy where they can kind of maybe have a break. Look at that. We keep getting the messages. Private relationship. Y'all see this soul family? Private. Look. And a hater. I cannot make it. I don't necessarily feel like that's a baby. I feel like just new beginnings are here in regards to him, in regards to love, right? That is so interesting. And we also got divorce and breaking contract. I didn't see that. I didn't say that again. And remember I said, is he married? But there you go. In the energy with, you know, him. Let's pull a few more of these decks and we're going to get out of here. Let's see. This is right here. Jeannie Mai. There you go. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so not in any order, but Muse is here. Inspired by you. Listening to music, emotional bond, and song lyrics. And that confirms the connection between him and Mariah. Remember, that's what I was seeing on. Wow, y'all see that? That's what I was seeing in the messages. I can't make it up. Wow. Anchor, hold it together, getting a grip, heaviness, and chained up. Remember? Wow, in the messages. Influences, that was Jeannie Mai energy. Others involved, third parties, intervention and manipulation. Wow. That messy cars be messing, don't they? You got coffee date. We seen them both while he was out and about, caught on a date with the ladies, meeting up, planning, discussions, and dating multiple people. Y'all, dating multiple people. Wow. Secrets are here. Secrets. Y'all see that? Love affair. Keeping things inside. Not opening up. Illusions. Ego is present. Ego. Arrogance. Having too much pride. Being stubborn. Holding back. Ooh. I wasn't ready for that to come up in the mix. Witchcraft. Someone is hexing. There's a spell and negativity. And somebody gonna be left looking like a clown. Y'all see that? Degrading appearances, shame, and a humiliation. That's the second time that came out. So that's the energy that's around. Y'all see that? And look, this was Jeannie Mai cards at the end. Remember, I said she got lessons to learn. Reflection. Dark night of the soul. Dark shadow. Facing inner truths and seeing true colors. I can't. I'm going to hold that there so y'all can see that. I can't even make the messages up. Y'all hear me? Wow. I'm going to pull from this last messy deck. These cards, messy. And look how they fell right out. We ain't even get to put conflict, y'all. Clashing, differences, and incompatibility is here. Again, influences are back. Y'all see that? Attachment, third parties, and peers. If we don't get enough confirmation of third party, finality. Remember I said it's the end of the song. Farewells. Leave behind and closure. Releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. Exhaustion is in the energy. Depletion, drain, long journey. And look, with that devil card, obsession, intimacy, 8th house energy. Hey, we saw that in the cards, coming in the astro cards, but we started the reading. Infatuation, adoration, and addiction. Y'all hear that? Peace is here, though. And that is what the card started and led with. I can't make the messages up. It was opposition and finding balance. And right here, peace in this card means balance, harmony, and friendship. Apology is also here. Forgiveness, return, and sorry. Wow. So, let's get a few of these messages. I want to get some love messages before we close out. And we're going to get out of here. This has been interesting with Anderson .Paak. It's definitely a third party situation. And we didn't get no other confirmation. We know that that is what is really going on. Oh, shit. Oh. Look, family echoes. Y'all see that? Oh, let's pull these cards out. We close out, and this might be the end of it, right? I want to see. Let's see it. All right. So the first one to hit the table was family echoes. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life until those echoes are healed. They'll keep repeating through new faces. Okay. So that's the energy around them as well. Okay. Going through energy through ancestral bloodlines to make the choices. Remember, we said it's interesting, but it's throuple. Allegedly, right? Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Advancing you, invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. That card keep coming up. A lot of people keep making the same mistakes. Different faces, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script, okay? Look at that, ulterior motives. Someone's words and actions aren't lining up, and that's not an accident. There's an agenda here, and love might not be it. Somebody on the same page through all of this. I think him and Mariah, you want the same thing, and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically. That was the vibes between him and Mariah. Ulterior motives was the vibes between him and Jeannie. You know, everything is alleged again. And at the point I said it's a breakdown, walking away. And it's here. Walking away isn't falling, it's choosing yourself. When the path no longer serves you, it's time to move on. And we land here when it's all said and done. I don't know if this Anderson .Paak or who it is, but you land back on the single life. Embrace your independence, expand your horizons. Enjoy the solo journey. When you're your best self, you attract the best. I'm going to say something. This can just represent at some point, that's the energy he moving in. Hell, you know, with his whole situation, he might be, we don't know, but, you know, from what they saying, married. But at the end of the day, he ending it. That's how he operate in and move, because he out here doing his thing, right? So let's close out with a couple of these. Sugar-coated. Look, didn't I say with that night of, I'm out of here, Anderson. I ain't got time for you. Sugar-coated, sweet words, hidden stings. Avoid the real issues. Too good to be true. Read between the lines. Ain't our boy a mess? He is a whole night of cups, baby. He had that ace of wands. He is here to have a good time, okay? Listen, boundaries need to be set between all these people, and that's the card that we close out with. You cannot make the messages up. Saying no without guilt, protecting your time and energy, and teaching people how to treat you. This is my line. This is what they saying. This is what they saying. But they heart saying other things. They able to be easily persuaded and sugar-coated when it comes to this man, okay? Because he got fiery, passionate energy to give out to them. You get that? I'm too tickled, okay? So I love y'all. This is a rapper, a mess, and something about it where he is not being all the way truthful in this whole situation, okay? It's a vibe with Jeannie again. It's a nice time, not a long time. Then you got the energy with him and Mariah where it's a vibe, but eventually that, fizzles down, okay? And their wife, she may be around to put up with some things. Her cards was in the energy, but it also showed the end of a cycle. So we gonna definitely be on the lookout. This was fun. This is a mess. This is I absolutely to be continued, okay? And I'll just anticipate gonna tickle me. Peace and love. I love y'all so, family. I'll see y'all soon. I think I'm gonna do Tasha K next if I could stand it, because I have had a little Hennessy. Need to be posting a damn episode vlog. I ain't got that far. I've been grilling ribs and everything, but I had to finish this for y'all today. So, I don't know. Tasha K, I don't know. Justin Bieber been in my spirit, y'all. I don't know why. The Biebs, the baby, okay? He's a baby to me. So, I'm definitely going to write him down. And we got to get the Drake motherfucking ass. We got to get to this Iceman stuff. So, make sure y'all sign up on the comments. Let me know who y'all want to hear. And I'm finna get y'all out next. I don't know. I'm going to just flip and see. But look out. Because it's so much to cover, right? Oh, Jupiter and Cancer. All right, tomorrow. So Anderson pack up tonight with Jeannie Mai and Mariah Carey now. And y'all gonna see I got y'all. I love y'all. Keep going. Enjoy y'all holiday too, okay? See y'all soon. Thanks for watching The Common Corner Show. Peace and love, soul family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.